Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Electric Bunny, or Bunny for short if you are new. Thank you for coming to my video. I hope you guys are excited for the doll collab that I have for you guys today. I hosted a doll collab for Valentine's Day, so love is in the air. I hope you guys are excited. I have some talented artists that worked with me, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started and name the artist that we are working with today. And the talented artist joining us is Enchantarium. I Could Do That DIY, Daliana, and Rock Puppets Witchy Pink dolls. I hope you guys all enjoy them, and I will leave their links down below so you can go and check out their videos as well. So let's go ahead and get started on my doll. So for my doll base, I am using the ball joint doll that my partner made me, and hint, we will be having them for sale soon in my shop, so I hope you guys are very excited. The resin I use is the brand is Sunlu, and they have really pretty pastel colors, and I use their color Sakura. I really like it. It's a lovely pastel pink, and I thought it'd be perfect for a Lovecore doll. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes. So I'm going to paint the inside of the iris with a light purple acrylic paint, and I will let that dry, and then I will spray that with a Mr. Super Clear UV Flat Cut before I start on the next layer here. So usually I like to do my eyes with a pastel and shade them halfway on the iris. I was trying to think how I want to say that. I like to go in with a darker color for the top part of the eye, and then leave the lower part of the eye light to create like a highlight. I like using pastels because it creates like a very soft gradient. I'm not good with trying to make gradients with acrylic paint, so that's why I use pastel instead, because it works for me, at least. Works for me. And after that, after the dark, I touched up the bottom part of the eye with a light purple pan pastel. All the pastels I have are the pan pastel brand. I really like them because they have such good pigment. And after I sprayed it with Mr. Super Clear again, I am going to go ahead and add the pupil to the eye. Normally I use black rhinestones. Unfortunately I didn't have any that fit this eye at all, and I didn't have time to order any. So instead I thought I would try this blue rhinestone, and I think it turned out pretty. I didn't expect it to turn out pretty. I'm always very weary, and I always a lot of times make 3 or 4 sets of eyes before I'm set on one. So I filled the iris with resin, UV resin, and now I'm just curing it with my UV flashlight. But yes, sometimes it takes me 3 or 4 pairs before I find one I like. But I think these turned out really good. I like how shiny it looks. And for her shirt, this pattern is from DG Requiem's. This is the basic doll pattern. I am going to hem up the sleeves using this shiny red fabric, and I'm going to attach the sleeves right sides together to this white jersey knit. I did later on decide to shorten my shirt and make it into a crop top because I wanted to go for that baby tee kind of style, since I really wanted her to be very inspired by Y2K fashion. I've been watching a lot of Clueless and Mean Girls and all those girly movies, and got some inspiration for my doll that way, since I really love a lot of the outfits that they have in the movie, especially Clueless. That's one of my favorites. And right sides together, I'm gonna sew the side seams from the armpit to halfway down the shirt, because this is when I did definitely decide I wanted to make the shirt a crop top and not a full-length shirt. So just gonna pin that down and then we're gonna sew it. And after that, I hemmed up the bottom after I chopped it off. And now we're gonna add the collar to the top of the shirt. I'm going to right sides together, going to sew the collar on the front, and then flip it over and sew it in the back. And this is how it looks. I really like the shiny fabric. It kind of looks like one of those like baseball tee kind of things. That'd be really cute. And to make the shirt not so plain, I'm going to add this shiny heart decal to the middle using my itty bitty baby iron, which I thought was really cute. And then once it's heated up and on there, we're just gonna peel off the plastic and then voila! We have a cute little crop top with a very shiny heart. Perfect for Valentine's Day. And then off camera, I add Velcro to the back for closure. And because it's Y2K, I think of plaid skirts, especially plaid pleated skirts, so I found this cute plaid. We're going to hem up the bottom and make, or try, attempt, took me a few times, to make even pleats. This is from the DG Requiem pattern, the school uniform. All these I've used from the quarter scale doll patterns. I am not very good at making pleats. I have only done it one time. And so this did take me a few tries to get the pleats kind of evened out here. This is how I would say that. And then I remembered after I made this that a sewing foot exists to make pleats evenly. And I think I will have to invest in one of those because this was kind of frustrating trying to get to like lay down and make sure it was even, but it is what it is, you know? But we made it work. And after I get all my pleats pinned down in place, I put pins on the top and bottom so I can make sure the fabric is nice and even. And then after that, as you can see here, I'm double checked with the waistband to make sure that it was the same measurement, or I guess the same length. That makes more sense. And then I use my itty bitty baby iron to flatten down the pleats. Little bitty baby iron comes in handy because it takes no space at all. I love it. And right sides together, I'm sewing the waistband, and then after that I will flip it over and sew it onto the other side. And then voila, we got a beautiful pleated skirt. And right sides together, I'm just gonna sew up the bottom a little bit and still leave a bit of an opening, that way we can make sure it fits over her little hips. And I will sew a closure on a snap closure on the top off camera. And here we are. Here's her pleated skirt. And her little snap. I was pretty proud of her skirt, actually. I was very impressed how cute it turned out. Because normally with clothes, I don't know why, I just struggle. Happens. And now for her coat. I am making her, or I guess it's a jacket, not coat. I am making her a cute fluffy jacket. I'm going to sew the front bodice pieces right sides together. And this pattern is from Enchantarian's Smart Doll pattern that they use for one of their Totally Spies dolls. And I just sized it down to a quarter scale size. And after I sew the front bodice pieces, I am adding the sleeves. So I will be sewing those right sides together. And after that, we could flip it in half and sew the sides right sides together. I don't know why I flipped it twice though. I don't know what I was doing. That's okay. Yeah. I think I was just trying to make sure everything was even there. Don't want things uneven. We're just gonna pin sides in place and sew up the sides. Oh, and also off camera, I did hem up the ends of the sleeves. I think I thought I was recording, but I wasn't at that time. And then for the front and the bottom of the jacket, I will be hemming those. And then we will be done. The jacket at least. And what's a Y2K outfit without thigh highs? Socks. So I hemmed the top of the socks using a jersey, and I'm using a jersey knit. And then I'm just going to sew the socks up the side here. And then here we are. We got our little thigh-high socks. And on top of the socks, I am going to add these cute little red bows. And now for her purse. So the purse was inspired by Moonlight Jewel's shaker purse that she made for Miko television cat doll. I love that doll. The doll's so cute. But yes, this was inspired by her shaker purse. So I wanted to make one for myself for my doll. I took off the little top pieces and putting one of the hearts down on some paper, I'm going to trace out the heart. And then we could trace it out onto the glitter purple faux leather that I found, which I thought would be really, really pretty. And here is the glitter heart. Voila! And it just sits inside. Somewhat, I did have to trim it down, I think, a couple times. A little bit in some spots. Get it to fit perfectly. But to give the heart more stability, I am going to use some Uhu glue and glue the heart onto some cardstock. And then while that dries, we could paint the other side, the other half of the heart, since I couldn't find any that had like a colored back piece. So I think the one Moonlight Jewel had was a star, and the back piece was like a colored plastic, which I couldn't find anything like that. I could only find clear acrylic thingies for this kind of thing, so it worked out. So we're just going to press it onto the cardstock and let that dry, and then we could cut that out later. And here we are. We're going to paint the inside of the acrylic heart. We want to do the inside because if you do the outside, it will probably just scratch off. So we'll paint the inside. And I am painting it pink, but I did end up switching colors because the first heart purse I kind of messed up. So I had to restart over. So I decided to do red for the second one. And here it is with all the little thingamabobs inside. So this part I showed on camera, but my second one I did not show on camera. So I used hot glue to seal in the heart, but some spots of my heart was had some gaps between the faux leather and the plastic, which created some like hot glue goops on the side, which was not cute at all. So this is why one of the reasons why I had to restart my heart purse. And instead of using hot glue for the second time, I used liquid fusion to seal up the edges and made the heart a little bit bigger. And here we are. And we have our cute little heart-shaped purse. And for the sides of the purse, I wanted to give it a chain strap. So I'm using some of that purple faux leather, gluing a jump ring on the inside of it, and then I will glue that to the side of the heart. And oh dear, once again I did end up switching the something on the heart after I already made it. You can see it's a gold ring. I did end up switching it for silver, and I also ended up putting a gold chain on it. Also switched that as well to a silver chain because I forgot I bought a silver heart chain to make her a belt, and I was like, oh no, I can't do gold and silver. So yeah, I had to switch the chains all out in the jump rings just because I didn't want to switch out the belt, because the belt was special since it was heart shaped chains. And here's our purse done. Cute little shaker purse. And now I wanted to make her a cute little choker. So I'm using some white faux leather. I'm going to super glue some white ribbon on top of the faux leather, using an ever so teeny tiny amounts of super glue because I didn't want to use too much, because if you use too much it's going to get everywhere and then it gets on your fingers and then you start sticking to crafts and then oh my god, you don't. No, we're not doing that. Not today. Not today, Satan. We're not sticking to our craft projects this time. No, no, no. So, ever so carefully place the ribbon onto the faux leather. And then we could add our little charms. I have this little metal charm that looks like a real person-sized choker piece, but it was for nail art. And it's even heart-shaped, which I was like, oh, perfect for Lovecore. And it has a little jump ring, the kind of that dangles off of it. And then I tried to do jump rings to put on the sides of it, but I couldn't get them to stay to save my life. So, and then I remembered I have these adorable little nail spikes for nail art. So I decided to do that instead, and I thought those turned out pretty cute. And I was trying to get so hard to get the camera to focus on it. It was being picky. There we go. I thought it turned out very cute. And here is the heart chain belt that I was telling you guys about. I just added a little closure on one end and added a bunch of jump rings on the other side so it could kind of dangle down on her skirt. And now for her shoes. Bless my partner's heart. He is my knight in shining armor. I was trying so hard to make my own shoes and I failed extremely horribly, and so he worked really hard to model shoes that fit the doll, which he did a very good job actually. So everyone, you should definitely thank him for that. He did a very good job. And so because of him, I successfully have shoes for my doll. So I'm going to paint my shoes purple and let them dry. And now we could go ahead and start on the face. I'm giving her red eyebrows because she is going to have fiery, bright red hair. So I've been wanting to make a red hair doll for a long time. And now is my chance. I mean, I guess I can make one any other time, but I really thought it'd be perfect for Valentine's Day. And so I thought it'd be really cute to give her some freckles. So I wet my brush and took some pigment off of my watercolor pencil and started dabbing little dots all over her face here. And yes, they do look kind of harsh, but I used a ever so slightly damp Q-tip. You just kind of go around and dab around on the dots, and it lightens them up so they're not as harsh. And they kind of look more natural, which is what we wanted. So this took a long time to kind of like mess with them and get them perfect. See? And voila. I feel like they look a little more natural and not so like bold. And I took pigment off of my pencil using the brush here, and I'm going to do the line in between the lips, the magenta color, and then the crease of the eye as well. which is very, very annoying to do. I don't know why. I just could not for the life. It did take me a couple times to get some stuff right on her face because I guess because I felt like I haven't done a face in so long. It just was not working out for me. um, and I am using some pink blush. Oh god, my voice is cracking. Some pink pastel to blush her face. I'm sorry guys. I have been up for the past 24 hours trying to finish some stuff, and then also I needed to work on this video, and then I had some problems with recording, and then my laptop decided to freeze. So I finally got it fixed, and I am recording at 9 o'clock this morning when I've been up for over 24 hours. So please forgive me if my voice sounds a little funky throughout the process here. I used some pink pastel for her lips, and then using my black watercolor pencil, I am adding some eyeliner. I had to, oh god, I'm so sorry guys. I'm so tired. I am definitely taking a power nap after this video goes up. So winged eyeliner, that is what I was trying to say. I added some wing eyeliner using my black watercolor pencil to her eyes, and doing my best to try to get them even, because I would get one side perfect and then the other side would be more thicker, and then it just escalates, and then you just have to keep trying to make them even without making them so dramatic. Because I didn't want to make them super dramatic. I just wanted to give her cute little wings, and that's all. So also, for some reason, I forgot to move the pencils in the back, but that's what my camera decided to focus on, and not the face. Because I know it was focusing on it, and then I moved her ever so slightly, and it did not want to focus on her anymore. So I apologize for that, guys. So once we get the wing eyeliner, we can start adding some black pastel to shade around the eyes. I wanted to shade some on the upper and the lower lash line. I kind of wanted to give her like a natural smoky eye is what I was going for. I hope I achieved it. I hope you guys think I achieved it. I did my best here. Also, I was trying to not let the black get everywhere, which it did end up getting everywhere on my table and on myself. So that's always fun. And for her upper eyelid here, I am using this metallic pencil, which is supposed to be metallic, but once I sprayed it with Mr. Super Clear, it became unmetallic. And also to me, at least for me in person, it didn't look very metallic. But either way, it's a really pretty color, and I liked it, and I thought it looked good on her eyes, so it worked out. And then after that, able to start the lashes, which also took me a couple tries. I don't know why this face this time around, it took me a few tries to get some face stuff right. I don't know what happened. I felt like I was broken. But I was ever so carefully trying to paint her lashes very thinly as I could, much as I could. Using black acrylic paint that's very watered down. The way it's a little easier to remove if you mess up. I usually use the Gouache, that brand. I know I butchered the name, but that's okay. Because it's really easy to remove, easier than acrylic. But I couldn't find my black paint of that, so look, it was. It was a risk I was willing to take. And I think it turned out okay. I think the lashes look pretty. I was trying to make them look natural. And here's her face, all finished. And for the hair, oh boy. So I gave her some cute little heart buns. I tried to record this, and as I was recording, my camera died. All right, and now that you saw all the process, so now let's go ahead and move on to the pictures. Alright everybody, thank you for coming out to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and I hope you really enjoyed the doll. Let me know what you think about her down below. And as always, thank you so much for your love and support for my channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'll have my next video up. And also don't forget to go check out everyone else's doll video. The links will be down below in the description. And also, if you didn't know, and if you're new, I also stream on Twitch Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So if you like to come hang out with me on those times, I usually stream in the evenings around 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. I will not be streaming this Saturday night, but I will be streaming Sunday night. I have some projects I have to have finished and ready by Sunday. I am taking a couple dolls with me to a con to give a couple voice actors, which those videos will be up later this month. One should be next weekend, and then the weekend after that. So February is quite full, and this is why I didn't do anything in January, because I have been working on these 3 dolls. So I hope you guys enjoy them, and I will see you next time. Have a good weekend. Bye.